Hi there, and welcome to the Notorious Needle. Today I am so excited because I finally get to reveal the new April 2022 stitch along, the Pro Choice SAL. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sarah, the designer and owner at the Notorious Needle, and I would love to have you in our stitchy community. And if you're not new here, welcome back. The Pro Choice SAL will last for 10 weeks. We start stitching on April 15th, with one part of the pattern revealed every week for 10 weeks, plus a finishing tutorial at the end. The theme celebrates bodily autonomy and the right to choose. So if you're in favor of women's rights and believe that we can trust people with uteri, to make the right decisions for their families, then this project is for you. I thoroughly enjoyed designing this cross-stitch pattern. It was inspired from protest signs during pro-choice marches and the Women's March in the USA and all over the world. It's full of bright, bold lettering and feminist motifs. It's a mystery stitch along, which means not all of the pieces are revealed right away. You see the pattern as you go. If you're unsure about this pattern or about my designs in general, check out the other designs that I have available at notoriousneedle.com. But if you enjoyed the previous stitch along, we believe you are going to love the Pro Choice SAL. You can pre-order the SAL starting now, with the first release being April 15th. That gives you 2 weeks to gather up your supplies before we start stitching. If you pre-order before the first pattern is released on April 15th, you can save 20%. And when you sign up, you'll get a list of all the materials needed to get you started on this stitch along. If you've never done a stitch along before, it's a really fun community project. It feels really supportive to be part of a larger group of people all stitching the same thing. There's been some fantastic feedback from stitchers from the previous stitch along, where hundreds of stitchers from all over the world joined in. It's not that different from stitching a regular pattern, except that the pattern is broken down into small bite-sized pieces and released to you each week. So if you're a beginner, it's a great way to start cross-stitch and practice your stitching with others while you're all working on the same pattern. The Pro Choice Stitch Along is a larger project, but there's no pressure to keep up. You can stitch at your own pace. And you'll find tips and tricks and support in the Notorious Needle Facebook group. With this stitch along, you are not alone. You have me and a community of over 300 stitchers in the Facebook group to share your progress and get motivation. The link to join is in the description below this video. So the Pro Choice Stitch Along has cross stitch, quarter stitch, and back stitch, but there's nothing really complicated like French knots or beads. So it's a relaxing, enjoyable stitch. The digital patterns will be posted on the website and emailed to you if you choose every Friday from April 15th through June 17th. The pattern charts will be in black and white and color, and they will come in large multi-page charts as well as single-page charts for digital devices. We'll be using 13 gorgeous hand-picked colors from DMC. There's a lot of deep pinks, sort of flowing into delicate purples, and a little bit of blue popping here and there. The project will include different sizes for different fabric counts depending on what you like to stitch on. It will also tell you the number of stitches per color, as well as the recommended number of skeins for each color. The DMC floss color key is included in the pattern to help you choose the right color for each symbol. The symbols have been carefully handpicked so that none are similar, and you can more easily read the pattern. You'll also receive illustrated instructions to walk you through step by step if you're brand new to cross stitch, and links to relevant tutorials on the blog. You'll also have access to the Facebook group, of course, so if you have any questions, you can put them there. And you can always get in contact with me by emailing me at sarah@notoriousneedle.com. The patterns released every week can be emailed to you if you choose. They will also be loaded onto the website where you can download them whenever you're ready. so you don't have to worry about searching your inbox for a lost email from a week ago. Working on a stitch along can be so satisfying because you get to finish every week, even before you've completed the whole project. It's relaxing and meditative and gives you a rewarding sense of accomplishment and a wonderful creative outlet. We are expecting the United States Supreme Court to rule on a very important case regarding the right to choose. And while we don't have the exact date of the rulings yet, they usually come down in June. That's part of the reason why the pro-choice SAL is scheduled to be completed June 17th. So this stitch along lasts for 10 weeks, giving you 2.5 months of stitching and new patterns and being part of the Notorious needle community. It's a one-time payment for the whole thing, so there's no recurring payments or anything like that. And that includes all the information that you need to complete this project. This project would make a lovely present for your mom or your sister or anyone with or without a uterus who used to have one or never had one or always wanted one or respects them, or just something to treat yourself. So I hope you'll join us for this stitch along. Pre-order is open now through April 14th. And remember, if you join the SAL before the first release on April 15th, you can save 20%. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me. I'm at Notorious Needle on all the social media, or you can email me directly, sarah@notoriousneedle.com. The pro-choice stitch along will be a celebration of how far we have come and a moment of rest as we prepare to continue the fight for the right to choose. I would love for you to join me as we unapologetically declare that we are pro-choice. Stitch on.